Good morning, Laos. It's Friday, November 28th, and I'm in the windy, dusty town of Laos. I've actually spent 3 days here, not necessarily because of my legs, which desperately needed a break, but because of the wind. You see this? 11 kilometers an hour the wind right now, 7 o'clock in the morning. However, yesterday and the day before, it was 30. That was on my weather app. Also, bloody cold this morning. Was 10 degrees Celsius at 6 o'clock this morning. Right now is 12 Celsius. So I got 2 t-shirts on. And if you want any vehicle here, anywhere near the Laos Vietnam border, better you have a pickup truck. Yes, that was my room up there on the 4th floor, that room there. Super room. Part of the reason I extended as well, not just because of the hellish wind, even though being on the 4th floor there, even until 2 or 3 o'clock this morning, that wind was howling like crazy. Even yesterday, 30 kilometers an hour winds with gusts up to 50, I'm sure. This place here, it was like a dust bowl. Absolutely incredible. Anyway, I've had 3 days of rest, feeling strong now. It's 33 kilometers to the Vietnam border, that away. So let's get going. Headwinds all the way. I'm heading out of Laos now. Look at the road. 1 out of 10. The wind is howling. Bloody hell. I know I said a lot that I'm cold. 12 degrees Celsius. A wind on the nose and no sunshine yet. The sun is just rising. Haven't got any of its heat rays yet. I've just had a lot of water in my room, finishing off what was there already. So I got belly full of water. What I need is some sunshine to warm me up. Oi. Road. Terrible, wind, cold, come on, the sunshine. All right, the road's up to a 4 out of 10 here, that's good. So we're heading out of the dusty, windy town of Laos, 33 kilometers to the border. And where's the sunshine? There it is. Ooh. Alrighty ho. I can tell you something, wow, finally got some sunshine. I was just about to say wearing 2 t-shirts was a mistake. Bloody hell, I can hardly move my mouth, it's so iced up. I should have worn 4 t-shirts. Hey, look at the road surface. Suddenly gone to a 9 out of 10. Look at this, brilliant indeed. Don't know how long it's gonna last. But before it was a 9, it was anything from a 1 to a 4. So this is fantastic. Still got that icy wind in my face, but I can live with that if we've got this fantastic road surface. Uh-oh. Well, we had it for 400 meters. Better than nothing. But it's a good sign. Just maybe on this road, still about 30 kilometers to go to the border. Maybe in some places, it's already repaired from the parts that are a 1 up to a 9. Wouldn't that be great? Yay! Goes from a 4 back to a 9. Yay! Yeah, this is great. Oh, because look, I can keep up the speed. That's an important factor in my daily mileage. When I hit the gravel patches, literally, I'm down to 2 or 3 kilometers an hour just to get across them safely. But if they've turned those 1s into 9s, look at this, I can keep going. All right, my speed's not that fast because I'm into the wind, but you don't have to keep stopping because it's gravel. Yeah, baby, lovely, lovely, lovely. This journey is not all a bed of roses. But they are little by little improving the road. That's good news. But we are back down to a 1 or a 2 or a 1. Look at those bumps. Ooh-ha. Yes, this is definitely a 1. But I'm thankful for a lot of 9s so far on the journey this morning. Quick update on the wind. As you can see going down the valley here, it goes in phases. Right now, not so strong, but you get a gust that almost knocks you off your bicycle. So, oy, well, it certainly is a wind, that's for sure. But nothing like yesterday and the day before. That was horrific conditions in the town I was staying in. Wow, that's a windy town indeed, that Lac Sao. It's now 8:15. Been cycling for 1.25 hours. I've done 15 kilometers already. Because when you look here, Nam Pao border crossing, only 18 kilometers to go. So I've managed to power through 15 kilometers this morning in 1.25 hours. Irrespective of the headwind, my legs are strong after 3 days of rest, and I'm just powering along. Only stopped once for a bottle of water, and yes, I made sure it was water again and not hooch. So Vietnam, a couple more hours hopefully, we'll be at the border. Wow, we're in another very incredibly windy part of Laos. Bloody hell, I just stopped here to get myself a drink. It blew my hat off. Let me just turn around here. It blew my hat off. blew my sunglasses down the road, knocked the lenses out, but I popped them back in. So I'm leaving that store, pushing my bicycle up the road here. There's no way with this wind and this steep hill, there's no way I can get up here cycling. My God, it is so windy. You'll see I'm holding on to my hat, and with good reason. Let's look across the valley here, and you see the wind turbines. Now some of them are not turning, don't know why, because that wind is a howling. Hey. Look at the wind go. Unfortunately, well, or maybe fortunately, I don't seem to get the strongest gusts on camera most of the time. I've been going so well this morning, really powering along the road, but now we're in this mountain pass. Oh, in this mountain pass here, you can see the dust in the distance there coming across the road. Wow. And that wind is just howling, man. Look at the trees. Don't know if you can hear the wind, but it's certainly howling. Yes, it's time to take off my hat. I can't even cycle in this wind. Oh, bloody hell. It is just so windy, I can hardly get around the corner here. So I'm going to tie my hat to the bicycle, see if I can cycle in this, but it's knocking me all over the road. Wow, indeed. Hey! The life of a long-distance cyclist. All right, we'll try again with no cowboy hat on. But this wind is just so hellish. Oh, it goes in bursts sometimes, probably 50, 60 kilometers an hour. That's when it gets mighty dangerous. When it's just 30 to 40, yeah, it's fine. But it's just down this valley here. It is just so windy. So even though it's downhill, I can't risk it for the moment. See if there's a lull in the wind, and then I'll carry on cycling. But there are so many trucks. If I get blown into the side of a truck, that won't be pretty. So I think I just gotta walk safely for the next kilometer or two and just be careful. Yes, indeed. The wind is still howling, but how picturesque and lovely is this? See this lovely river? Beautiful views. Look at that. You can imagine going down there on a raft in the nice weather. However, Uh-oh. 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 Isn't that a bloody shame? Once again, I'm in gear 24 out of 24. That's my lowest possible gear on this bicycle. Going uphill against the wind. Against the wind. Oh boy. Hey. I had a little bit of shelter just now, so I thought I'd get the camera out. Nothing sheltered about this. Ooh-wee. I'm all over the road one-handed. I can see there's nothing behind, but I got to be careful. Oi. Hello. Wonder what she was doing in there. Maybe I should go back. I don't mean for the girl. I mean back to Vientiane. Go with the wind. 500 kilometers with the wind to Vientiane. Or 120 more to Vin against the wind. And then 1,500 all the way to Vung Tau with a tailwind. Oh my God, bring it on. This time I'm walking. Just want you to see the flags fluttering in the wind. Oh yes indeed. But also wanted to show you over here, show you this beautiful waterfall coming out of the hills. Oh, you see up there more wind turbines. There's my trusty bicycle, looking good. I washed it while I was in that little town. See how shiny it is? Looking good. Yeah, over here. I'm laughing because of the wind. Hey, hellish. Yeah. Look at this for a beautiful waterfall. That nice or what? And no garbage this time. That's absolutely splendid. Yeah. Well, we're heading that way. About another 8 kilometers, I guess, to the border. See if I can make it without getting blown over. The wind is still howling, and I'm still going uphill. So, walking the bicycle again, even though one-handed, a couple of times, it's almost been blown over. There's Laos, and up the road here, finally we're at the border. Nearly 11 o'clock, nearly 4 hours. Stopped, get myself a bottle of water before I go through the border, and of course get ripped off. 10,000 kip for that. We all know the price is 5,000. Yeah, that's right, Vietnam. Yeah, this man telling me Vietnam more cheap, only 5,000 Vietnam. Yeah, so we're going to go across the border. Not going to have any beer yet. Have one when we get across. Well, that was all very easy. Behind me is Laos immigration. Took around 5 minutes only. And ahead of me, somewhere after this no man's land, is Vietnam immigration. But at the moment, I'm in no man's land. So let's cycle through. I'm now standing in Vietnam. There's the really large complex for the immigration here. I'm through, took 15-20 minutes, not bad at all because I had all the correct paperwork. First thing I've done is found this little store on the side of the road. Oh no, that's the second thing. First thing was this little store here, money changer. She gave me a very good rate, which is good. Second thing is, little store, bought myself a beer Saigon. You see that flasher? One of yours, thanks mate. So my first beer in Vietnam, courtesy of Flasher. Got myself a little table, and look, we're back to the tiny chairs for the little people. Oh, I just love Vietnam for that. I don't enjoy it. I mean, I love it for the humorous side of, for adults, the main chairs they have are these little tiny ones. Unbelievable, yeah. In Laos, one of the best things was large size chairs for adults. Here I am officially in Vietnam, about half a kilometer from the international checkpoint there. The road condition, I give it a 5 out of 10. But look at this views. It just shows you how high I've come up today and during the last few days before I got to Laos. Bloody hell. It's like we really are on top of the mountains. That's why I was struggling so much today. Wow. Anyway, gorgeous views. I'm going to put the camera away, secure my hat, and go down this hill as fast as I can. I'm now about 3 kilometers further down the hill from the last clip, but I just had to stop. Look at these views. Oh, gorgeous. It's so different to Laos. Laos is those amazing, phenomenal limestone cliffs. Well, this is just beautiful, dark green mountains. Absolutely magnificent. Can you believe I've done 12 kilometers so far since the international border? And that is all downhill. 12 kilometers of downhill, no uphill yet. Here's a recent landslide. Looks like it's happened in the last day or so. Yeah, if you look at the road going down here, we've just done 12 kilometers downhill. Look at that, round the corner, hairpin bend, and zoom, still going downhill. I really had no idea that we had come up so high. So it helps to explain why my legs are so sore, or they were so sore. Wow, because I had about 3 days of up, it seemed like. And today also, good hour or so I've been walking this morning with the bicycle, pushing it uphill. So it just goes to show you, you don't know sometimes how high you've been. But like I said, it's 12 kilometers now, and there's still plenty more downhill. This is excellent. If you look ahead, we're finally on the flat. And I just checked my Google Maps. That's exactly 17 kilometers since we left the international border checkpoint there. 47 minutes to do 17 kilometers, all of it downhill. My word, that is the best ever downhill I've done in my life on a bicycle. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, I had the wind in my face the whole way. It was bloody cold. It feels 5, 6, 7 degrees warmer down here. It really does. And look at these views again. Really brilliant. And this is the first truck I've seen since the border checkpoint that's going the same direction as me. So I had the whole way downhill, not one car overtook me. Well, you gotta laugh, haven't you? I just get down from the hill. Look at this guy behind me here. I just get down from the hill, and the first thing you find is karaoke on the side of the road. Welcome to Vietnam. Very good. Hallelujah, I've made it to Vietnam, made it to my hotel room, and here's the hotel, nice and tall behind me there. My bicycle, still in excellent condition, which is good. This front tire, still very hard. Back tire, still very hard. Haven't unpacked my stuff yet. There's my hotel, stretching way into the sky there. I'm on the 3rd floor. Gonna leave my bicycle down in the basement here tonight. And look what's next door. Not only do they sell cold beer, which you'll see in a minute. So this is the town I'm staying in tonight. Have no idea of its name at the moment. There you go. Beer Saigon, bottle of water, and #1 energy drink. All of that just over $1 US, 27,000 Vietnamese dong. And the beer came out of the freezer. came out of here. So how good is that? So we've done about 63 or 64 kilometers today in the end. Nearly 7 hours. So that was tough going, but I'm feeling very, very happy to have got across the border with no hassles. Got myself new internet here. I got a 10-day package for Vietnam. My Laos package, I had about 3 days left on that. That doesn't work in Vietnam, so that expired as soon as I got over the border. Luckily, I was able to get myself a new package, which is good. Back to the land of small chairs. But forgot to mention it. Look at this store. Got a table and a large chair. So brilliant indeed. So you know what? I'm going to leave you with miles of smiles.